Every few years, a miracle drug as a weight loss solution captures the entire world. But over the last 2 years, something different happened. You have seen it on TikTok, Reels, or on the news, or might have even discussed with your friends. These are the GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Mounjaro, and Wegovy. Unlike the fad diets in the past, they are fundamentally changing medicine, cardiology, neurology, and weight loss as a system. In this video, we are going deep. We'll break down what GLP-1 actually is, how these drugs rewire your brain and stomach and make you lose weight, the unexpected health benefits being uncovered, and the uncomfortable truth of what happens when you stop taking these drugs. To understand Ozempic in particular, we need to understand what GLP-1 is or what glucagon-like peptide 1 is. GLP-1 is a natural incretin hormone produced in your gut. Naturally, when you eat, the GLP-1 informs your body that the food has arrived into the gut. It tells your pancreas to release insulin, slows down your metabolism temporarily, and sends a direct signal to your brain, mainly the hypothalamus, for you to stop eating. But here's the catch. The natural GLP-1 in your blood breaks down very quickly. That's where the scientists step in. Medications like semaglutide, which is the active molecule in Ozempic and Wegovy, are synthetic GLP-1 receptor agonists. What they basically are is to mimic GLP-1, but instead of degrading in minutes, they degrade in a very long time. They stay in your system for a week. By focusing on these receptors, the GLP-1 drug basically slows down the digestion so the food stays in your body for a longer time. More importantly, it penetrates the key area in the brain and tells our body to stop calling for food. And this eliminates the food noise. The food noise which basically asks you to eat snack whenever you feel hungry. Let's see how effective these drugs are. Let's look into the landmark Step 1 trial published in the New England Journal of Medicine. Researchers studied nearly 2,000 people with obesity or overweight without diabetes. The group taking once weekly semaglutide 2.4 mg alongside lifestyle changes lost an average of 14.9% body weight in over 68 weeks compared to just 2.4% in the placebo group. Over half of the participants lost 15% or more of their initial weight. In the late 2023, the SELECT trial made a huge trial of 17,000 participants in it, and this trial took place for over 3.5 years. In this research, they proved that taking semaglutide reduced the risk of major adverse cardiovascular events like heart attacks and strokes by 20%. This particular research combined with the previous research literally proved that GLP-1s are not just weight loss cosmetic tools but also a life-saving drug. Now let's tackle the complex side. What are the trade-offs? What are the trade-offs of consuming the GLP-1s? The most common side effects are GI related: nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, and constipation. These affects over 70% of the people who consume GLP-1s from moderate to mild level. However, the body gets adapted to the GLP-1s over time and these particular GI related issues calm down. Another important point to consider is when you lose weight rapidly, you just don't lose fat, you also lose muscle. Studies show that approximately 25 to 30% of the weight lost by GLP-1 consumption is from the lean body mass. This obviously can increase the risk of muscle wasting called as sarcopenia, especially in older adults. However, to counter this particular muscle loss, it is advised to have protein-rich food, approximately 1.2 to 1.6 gram of protein per kg of body mass, combined with resistance training. Because these drugs slow down the digestion in the gut, there is an increased risk of the food retention before any surgical procedure. And under this case, special perioperative procedures may be needed under general anesthesia. Perhaps the biggest question people should ask is what happens when I stop taking GLP? Or when they ask, can I just take GLP for a short period of time until I lose weight and then stop it after a few months? The data clearly gives us a negative answer to this as a no. In the Step 1 extension study, researchers tracked down participants post 1 year after they stopped taking semaglutide and stopped taking formal lifestyle coaching. Within 52 weeks of stopping the medication, participants regained 2/3 of the weight loss. The cardiometabolic improvements which I just mentioned previously also came down to the baseline post 52 weeks. This included cholesterol levels and blood pressure. Step 1 extension study clearly clearly states weight loss activates compensatory biological changes that prevents the maintenance of long-term weight loss. Weight regain is common. Ongoing treatment is required to maintain improvements. Obesity is increasingly recognized as a chronic disease by the medical community. Just like you and me wouldn't stop taking blood pressure tablets or drugs after a period of time, GLP-1s are designed for long-term exposure to your body in case of chronic weight management. Semaglutide was just the beginning. The future relies on multi-receptor agonists. The first one being tirzepatide and the second one being retatrutide. The former is a dual agonist targeting GLP-1 and GIP receptors, and this achieved up to 20% of weight loss in the trials. The more commonly named drugs in this particular category come as Mounjaro and Zepbound. The latter is a triple agonist targeting three different receptors: GLP-1, GIP, and glucagon receptors. The phase 2 trial shows that in 24 weeks, the weight loss is up to 24%. I believe we are entering a new era of medical science, and this medical science focuses on metabolic health and metabolic engineering. These therapies are proving that obesity is not just because of lack of motivation, discipline, or because of laziness, that it can treat and target a complex biological system. While they require long-term commitment, I believe GLP-1s can be used to a lot of people with proper medical supervision, active lifestyle, and lifestyle coaching. They offer true hope for millions of people with obesity and with cardiovascular diseases. What are your thoughts on GLP-1s? Do you know anyone who has experienced treatment with GLP-1s? Let's discuss in the comment section below. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.